6 months ago, I was some random college kid in a dorm, and now I feel like I'm at the center of the tech universe.
This is Roy Lee, a 21-year-old student who built a $120 million AI startup by getting kicked out of college and becoming the villain of the AI world. His company, Cluely, was designed to let you cheat on everything, which sparked a moral panic from college classrooms to corporate boardrooms, got him called a Black Mirror character, and even inspired an anti-Cluely startup just to stop him. But what if I told you the controversy was the plan all along? That becoming the bad guy was the most brilliant way to force an entire industry to evolve. This isn't a story about cheating. It's the story of a suspended college student and how he found the fastest way to grow and start up by making people hate it. The story begins when Roy Lee, a student at Columbia University, gets suspended for creating an early version of the tool called Interview Coder, which let people cheat in technical interviews. It stays as an undetectable screen overlay, listening and seeing your screen consistently and providing answers in real time. But instead of apologizing, Roy Lee did the opposite. He took his suspension public, framing himself as an innovator punished by an outdated system. His posts went hyper-viral, racking up millions of views. He crafted the perfect origin story. And it worked beyond his wildest dreams. Within months of that viral suspension post, Roy Lee had $5.3 million in seed funding sitting in his bank account. Abstract Ventures and Sousa Ventures co-led the round in April 2025, essentially paying him for being kicked out of school. The controversy itself became proof of product market fit. By the time they closed the seed round, Cluely had already hit $3 million in annual recurring revenue, all from a tool that started as a college side project. Roy Lee announced the funding with a tweet that perfectly captured his approach. $5 million to change the definition of the word cheating. He understood playing it safe means being invisible. Their strategy wasn't to be liked, it was to be unavoidable. So, he got a co-founder Neil, and they launched Cluely with a slogan, "Cheat on everything." Their benchmark for a viral tweet was that half the audience had to hate it. While 99% of companies run from backlash, Cluely ran towards it. The debate became their ad budget. The outrage became their organic reach. The more people who hate you, the faster you grow, because at least they are talking about you. And the numbers proved it worked. Within just 10 weeks, Cluely had achieved something most startups can only dream of: 80,000 weekly active users and $7 million in annual recurring revenue, all while staying profitable. But a viral moment is temporary. Once they had the world's attention, they had to evolve. The timing was perfect. In June 2025, Andreessen Horowitz led a $15 million Series A round, completed in record time. With a $120 million valuation and over $20 million in total funding, Roy Lee had the war chest to scale his attention machine, to build a real business. So, they built a virality factory. They operated on the 100-to-1 rule. They hired interns and a network of UGC creators with one goal: produce hundreds of videos a day. They know most will fail, but they only needed one to hit. When it does, they immediately repost it across a network of disposable social media accounts they've bought or rented. This isn't luck. This is an industrial-scale assembly line for attention. While other startups were perfecting their features, Cluely was perfecting their distribution. Once that was done, then comes the final and most brilliant piece of the playbook. What do you do with all the attention you've generated? You use it as your market research. Cluely started as Interview Coder, a tool just for technical interviews. But by launching it into the wild and watching how people were actually using it and cheating with it, they got real-world data and improved their product. They saw it was being used for sales calls, for customer support, for meetings, and much more. This data-driven approach transformed Cluely from a $0 tool into a $7 million a year business in less than 18 months. They've repositioned as an AI meeting assistant and sales copilot, but kept the same undetectable core that made them famous. Today, Cluely stands as one of the most audacious success stories in AI startup history. What started as a tool for coding interviews has evolved into a comprehensive AI assistant that quietly revolutionized how people approach high-stakes conversations. So, what can we learn from this? The Cluely story teaches us that in today's market, the most defensible moat isn't always superior technology. The AI models Cluely uses are becoming commodities. Their real, unbreakable moat is the growth engine itself. A brand built on a narrative so powerful, it generates its own free marketing. A distribution machine that can guarantee millions of views on command. And a product development cycle fueled by real-time user data, not guesswork. While everyone was arguing about whether Cluely was right or wrong, they were busy building one of the smartest, most aggressive startups of the new AI era. The lesson here isn't to be unethical, it's to understand that the rules of building have changed. The companies that win will be the ones that master attention and distribution, not just code. If you want to learn more about the underground strategies that are actually building the future, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.